Good morning, everyone. Today is Thursday, September 19th, and today we will cover the trades for YieldMax funds, TSLY, CONY, NVDY, and MSTY. So I didn't get to make a video yesterday on the YMAX, YMAG, ULTY distribution announcement. So here it is. If you see on the bottom, YMAX is paying 22 cents, YMAG 19 cents, ULTY 98 cents. And you can see the yields at the top. So in the yields, of course, are now based on their calculation of the distribution frequency. And one thing I didn't even think of is, we said ULTY still monthly. Technically, it's every 4 weeks because now it's grouped into this stupid, Group A crap and Group B crap. And I think it's in Group C, but it's actually not monthly. So it's not going to be the same time every month. It's going to change every single month. So again, just more annoying crap. But if we go to my spreadsheet, the latest estimate I did over the weekend, we said 73 cents, which would produce 24 cents each week for YMAX over the next 3 weeks. But they're paying 22 cents, right? Is that the... Yeah, 0.227. I guess we'll round it to 23. So, maybe people jumped into the fund. So obviously that could have reduced the fund, down to the 22, 23 cents. Now for YMAG, if you look to the right, I calculated about 22 cents per week, and they're going to pay about 20. But again, people probably bought in, this week. So, they had more days during this week to buy in to the fund, I believe, till even yesterday. So obviously that would decrease the amount of the distribution. I don't know if they mentioned this, but I'm pretty sure it's just going to be equal weighted payments. So 22 cents the next 2 weeks as well. I thought they would just announce all payments, but I guess they didn't. I don't know if it says anything. Yeah, I don't know. I cut off the bottom part, but maybe it says additional stuff. I doubt it. But yeah, so that's YMAX and YMAG. ULTY, we kind of thought they'd pay around 71, but this was unexpected, 98 cents. So maybe, they're doing well. My comment on ULTY, I think it's going to be a really good fund. Again, I don't know if you guys listened to, Jay's recent interviews. He mentioned it on my interview and Kamar's interview, but ULTY is making some changes to the prospectus, which allows them even more flexibility. So this is going to be pretty much its own options account. So if you ever wanted to just pay an options trader to make money with implied volatility and make you the most money, this is the account. So again, I want to make ULTY a larger position in due time. Obviously, this 98 cents was unexpected. It's hard to see the 98 cents when you see the price of ULTY not moving much. But again, I think the long term of ULTY will be much better than what we saw in the past. That's just my opinion, of course. But yeah, ULTY, that's a nice payment. What can you say? All right, let's move on. All right, so options trades. Yesterday was whack, man. So the Fed cut the rates by 0.5%, which obviously was more than I think what the market expected. The market jumped and then it went back down. But then I looked this morning and the market's jumping up. So this market is nuts. Either way, when it was down a little, I sold a put on SOXL. $26 put, expiration date next week. I got $58. So obviously if the market goes green, my put does well and I won't, it'll expire worthless. I keep my $58 and I move on with my life. All right, so as far as trades, NVDY had a trade. There it is. And MSTY had a trade. Pretty simple trades, you guys are well aware. But for the newbies, when you see 3 trades, and by the way, real quick, you can get these intraday trades directly from the YieldMax website. Under each covered call ETF fund, there's a button called intraday trades. You can pull this after 4 p.m. Usually it comes available around 4:30 p.m. and then it's there until midnight the following day. So you got to be kind of quick. So when you pull something up and you see something like this, what is it? I mean, so obviously you look at the date. The date's accurate, right? This is yesterday's date. The fund, it's going to show you when you pull up the intraday trade, it's going to show you every single fund's trade. So you want to make sure you get the proper fund. So obviously this is for NVDY. And then what does NVDY trade? If you look at the ticker on the next column, it trades NVIDIA. Okay, so there's, the two trades kind of go in sync, right? This is the synthetic. So what do? They sell a call. I'm sorry. Yeah, they buy a call and sell a put. So, and they choose the same strike price, 109, that's towards the end. Same expiration date, that's in the beginning of the number, 10/18/24. And 4,500 contracts, same amount of contracts. So in this example, you could see they bought the call, cost them $10.30 a share. They sold the put, they only got $3.50 credit per share. There's no debits and credits on the trade screen, but when you sell puts and calls, you get credits. When you buy, you pay money. All right, third line, what is this? So obviously when they open a new position in the synthetic position, what do they do on that? They sell calls on it right away. They sold a call, 9/27 expiration date. This goes into next week, 120 strike price, 4,500 contracts, obviously. And then they got $1.99 per share for that. So let's take a look at the numbers on the spreadsheet. I know some of you hate when I go into too much detail because I know you know it all, blah, blah, blah. But, some people, there's a lot of new people, right? I just hit 16,000 subs, so thank you very much, everyone. So obviously there's new people watching me, and I always need to keep that into consideration. All right, so here is NVIDY. NVIDY here's the 109 synthetic, right? So what I do is I track every single trade that goes into the synthetic. Here's the latest one. Here's what it looks like, 4,500 contracts. So when you do all the math, what the hell? That is a gigantic spider. Holy crap. Fuck this. All right, one sec, guys. I didn't get him. Oh. There he is. All right, I got him. Good Lord. Yeah, that was worthy of pause. No, I didn't pause it, obviously. That was worthy of taking a break. Holy crap. Wow. Where the hell was I? All right, so the buy call, they paid 4.6 mil. The sell put, they got 1.5 mil. Good thing I saw that. That thing crawled on me. Good God. All right, so that adds to the number of contracts. They have 87,640 contracts. And right now they're above their strike price, which is good. So if they had to sell the synthetic, which they don't, it expires in 30 days, they would make some money. So let's move on. Okay, so where are we? Little disruption right there. So look at NVIDIA for the week. Where's the start of the week? Here we go. 3 days in a row. Wow. But this is kind of what we needed, sadly. Yesterday, NVIDIA went down 1.92%. NVIDIA went down 0.17%. So look, because we were in the money, you could see what NVIDIA went down this week in price, right? It went down, what? If we highlight the 3, oh my God, forget it. Doing quick math, it's about what, 2, 3, I guess 4, almost 5%, we'll say. And then this, the other side, NVIDIA only went down like 0.5%, just like the Fed rate cut, right? So, that's the one good thing, at least when you're in the money. But either way, like we said, this is what matters, what's over here. We need to make money on the weeklies. Like when we sell calls, weekly expiration, we actually want to win those trades, believe it or not. Yes, we do. So here it is, 2,400 contracts, 113 strike price. I'm just noticing now. Oh my God, I cut that off. Okay, sorry. 83,140 contracts with a 113 strike price. This is now 0.33% in the money. In the beginning of the week, it was 5% in the money. So we are in a much better position. Yesterday, they added the 4,500 contracts. This is a 120 strike price. This is 5.85% out of the money. So, but this is for next week. So today's Thursday. We have entire day today. We have entire day Friday. That's 2 days. And then we got 5 days next week. So that's 7 trading days, 5% out of the money. This one, obviously, you know, it's 0.33% in the money. And looking at the market, everything was green. So this thing is probably going to get blown through, unfortunately. We were doing really good. It looked like we were going to actually win the trade. But I don't know. We'll check the pre-market, obviously, at the end of the video, but it's not looking good. But look at this, man. This is good to see. Here's an increase in outstanding shares, but 2.7 mil. So if you're wondering, how are they able to add new trades? Like, how do they add to the synthetic position? Here it is. 2.7 million additional outstanding shares. Wow, that was a big jump. So there's a whale out there. So if you're in the chat right now talking, speak. Let us know. Let us know where you're at. Who bought the NVDY? All right, 30-day IV, 48%. Outstanding shares, 43,775,000. Total net income, 10.5 mil. We got a distribution of 24 cents a share, daily income of 2 cents, daily yield of 0.08%, and annualize that, that's 27.4%. Okay, reaction, check, check. So what does that mean? It means, okay, Monday check, Tuesday check, check, check. Which should be actually 3 checks because, you know, they were, like I said, in the money, and they have done well so far. But, you know, when I put this emoji, obviously it's not an emoji, but when I put this picture, that was before I saw, you know, the pre-market wasn't available then. So here we go. Maybe that should be yikes at this point. Payment information. What do we got? We got synthetic loss, 63 mil, but we got short call income, 10.5 mil. That comes to 24 cents per share. Throw that into the Rotomator. And that would generate you, when all said and done, 59 cents, which is a 31% yield. Obviously, this is not what we want, you know. The IV is 49%. So based on that, we'd get 93 cents. That's more in line. The last distribution was $1.35. So, I mean, it's honestly, we should probably expect more than $1. But we'll see, man. We'll see where things end up. Okay, so, oh man, look how close. Look how close. Damn. We'll hit a bill today. All right. So, what do we got? We got, oh, I didn't highlight the right things. We got the weekly calls. Now, we got one expiring this week at the top. And then one expiring next week, which is fine. But, you know, the one for this week, again, we'll see what happens. But the one for this week, if it gets blown through, the 113, you see it, 113? We got to look at the call, the buy call right down below. Is 113 greater than the 109 buy call? If the answer is yes, good, okay? Because our buy call, see how much it's worth? Boom, all right? So you take that, you net that with, you know, the 36 mil, then the 18, and you should get a decent payout. I didn't update the synthetic bailout money, but I guess I can. All right, so what do? We add the buy call. We take that number, okay? That's our biggest number. A lot of income right there. We'll add in how much it costs to close the weeklies, assuming they'll close them at the same time. And then obviously the put is going to cost some money to close too. But right now, it's worth about 17.7 mil. But I think as in time, if NVIDIA blows up for the week, that could be worth, you know, more money. So in the end, the total net assets of the NVIDIA fund is 999 mil, 999.5 mil. Let's round that sucker up to a bill. The NAV is 22.83 and the trade price is 23. Wow, that's a gap right there. All right, so that's NVIDIA. There was one more trade. Oddly enough, it was the two goats that had trades. So what does that mean? It means people are buying into their funds. This is not a really big trade, though. Only 200 contracts, but nonetheless, they added 200 contracts to their 140 synthetic, and they sold a call for next week, 143 strike price. Let's take a look at that. Okay, we go here. Where the hell is MSTY? All right, so here's the 140. Okay, that's the only, synthetic position. Oh my God. All right, so way up there. 200 contracts. What'd they pay? Well, the buy call was cheap, 980. Sell put, they got a nice credit, 1550. So, it wasn't a lot of contracts, but in the end, they got about, over 100K. Say, we'll take it. Better than nothing, right? All right, so strike price for this synthetic position is 140 right now. It expires in 30 days. They're 5% away, so they have time to recover. All right, September tab. How did MSTR do yesterday? Well, after the announcement, it flew to the moon, and then it went back down. And then it was up 1.07%. MSTY was able to capture all of that and more. It went up 1.11%. So the good news is for today, if the market flies up, again, I don't know what's going to happen at the open, but if the market flies up, we got some room here. We got some room for growth. So here are the two positions. The newest one that they added, what's going on, voice? 200 contracts, 143 strike. This expires next Friday, though. This is 7.79% out of the money. This is, this leaves room, but for 7 days, I'm not sure. The annualized yield on that, 106%. Little tight. They could have gone maybe 8-9%, just my opinion. All right, let's take a look at the other position that's been sitting there. 33,290 contracts, 150 strike price. This one's 13% out of the money, and this expires in 2 days on Friday. So if MSTR flies up today, bring it on. Guess what? We got room. We got room to grow, okay? So we will gladly take this upside. I will, I know. You guys notice my tone on MSTY changes when I own it. Of course, what do you think's going to happen? But either way, we'll see what happens. So obviously, I'll just double check the numbers. 33,490 contracts. Just want to make sure. I didn't do that in the other one. Okay, so that makes sense. You never know, man. Screw up some things and I don't even notice it. Outstanding shares, here's the increase. Like we said, not as much as NVDY, but it did go up 250K, which is pretty damn good. 30-day IV for MSTR. I still love it, man. 80%. Outstanding shares, 22,425,000. Total net income, $15.6 million loss, unfortunately. So nothing more to go. But it's about to be blast off time, so we are ready. Let's go. All right, payment information. Again, this is not fantastic. This is a bad month. But there is some synthetic income, 1.4 mil. They got destroyed on the short calls, so we'll just look at a total income. Again, unfortunately, it's a loss. So nothing to report, but the Rodometer is useless when that is the case, so we have to use the backup system, and that's using the IV. If the IV is 80%, that would pay 140. All right, so let's take a look at this. So we got a new player. We got the 200 contracts added to now the holdings. So, as you know, MSTY, they're synthetic. Our buddy down here, the 30 mil, it's got a gold digger attached to it. She's taking 53 mil, so that's a lot of money. Our synthetic, right now is in a rough position, but we got some time, right? It expires on October 18th. But we got to focus on the weeklies. So here's the thing. This weekly, it's 20 cents to close. So normally we'd be like, oh, close it early. MSTR is going to fly up. But no. Do not do that. We got room, man. Let it grow. Let it grow. because, there is room. It can go up 10%. We'll still win. Of course, the 200 is going to get blown through. But who gives a damn about the 200 contracts? Let's focus on the majority position. Look how much room we can grow with that. So I don't want them to close it out early, open a new position, and then they get capped for next week. I want it to go up and us go up with it, and then, pay what we pay. Either way, if it ends up below 150 by Friday, we're going to win. So what's it matter? Let's capture all the upside that we can. And then, we'll see, man. We'll see. Because, again, the problem is when they close it out early, they typically start a new position. And if they start a new position right away, they may do 143 again. And that could get blown through. And then, again, limiting our upside. That's just my opinion. I don't know if that made sense to anyone. Total net assets of MSTY, 467 mil. The NAV is 2087, trade price 2087. So these numbers do match. All right, that's it for the trades. So we do have, the other two to go through. I guess since we did MSTY, we can do CONY. That's its best friend, right? They're kind of competitors. However, CONY is left in the dust lately. So CONY has a synthetic 195, 30 days till expiration, 16% away. And then they also have a 155. This one is favorable. It's up 4.93%, but again, expires in 30 days. So we shall see. All right, so what do we got? We got Coin not doing much this week, huh? A little boring. Boring week for Coin. Coin went up 0.12%. CONY went up 0.4%. Hey, I'll take it. And yes, I do own CONY. I was buying CONY as like a swing trade, and I kind of got caught in the mix. So what am I doing? I'm just averaging down, collecting the dividend, distribution, whatever you want to call it, as we go. So that's my plan with CONY. CONY, why didn't I gray that line out? But either way, I think CONY, it'll be just fine in the long run. Will it recover to 20 or go back to wherever its highs were? Probably not. But, we'll see, man. We'll see. All right, so what do we got? Again, we got a lot going on here. And what I do is I just talk about the strikes. 160, 250. These are just for the sell calls. Forget the buy calls right now. They're not making money, so no need to talk about them. The sell calls, 160, 250. This is the lowest strike. This is 0.09% in the money. However, if you look at the break even, it shows 166.20, like for that position. And right now, we're good. We're going to make money, even in the money, slightly. But again, it has to go further till, we have to wait till tomorrow. What else do we have? We got a 162.50. We also have a 172.50, which is, the largest position. That's 6.06% out of the money with 2 trading days. Looks pretty good. But again, coin could go up 6% today. And then we got a 170, which is the newer position. Also expires Friday. 4.53% out of the money. Okay. Outstanding shares, nothing. A little boring. 30-day IV, 68%. Outstanding shares, 46.2 mil. We do have income, but it's a joke. It's half a mil. We got a penny, distribution, daily income, nothing. Daily yield, basically nothing. Annualized yield, basically nothing. But at least they're not losing money. Reaction, again, I said CONY's boring this week, so it's just like, okay. Maybe that's the CONY fund manager. He's just the life of the party. Yay. All right. Synthetic loss 55 mil. So look at short call income. No, thank you, because that doesn't help us because it shows a penny. So forget the automator. Let's go right to the backup system, the IV, 68%. All right. The IV is 68%. So that would generate, their goal would be to get us a 71-cent distribution. Of course, we want more than that. All right, so no change with the holdings. Everything highlighted from previous days the same. But obviously, we got the puts at the top. We got the calls at the bottom in orange. And then in blue is the other crap. But again, since they have spreads, it's just a little more complex. I'm not going into the spreads in detail until the end of the week or until they close one to see, okay, this one made this one made that, and that's it. Total net assets of CONY 577 mil. The NAV is 1249, trade price 1250. Okay. Moving on. What do we got? We got TSLY. Hello, TSLY. TSLY has two synthetic positions. They got a 225 and a 230. Both awesome, expire in 58 days. Again, that's my favorite. When the synthetic is just set to expire so far in the future, let it do its thing, let it follow the underlying, and then we'll focus on the weeklies. All right. Speaking of weeklies, how did Tesla do this week? Well, it's been down. Yesterday went down a little, 0.29%. That's not really much. And Tesla actually went up 0.38%. No trades, though. So if we take a look, let's look at the action. What do we got going for this week? I guess I got to zoom out more. All right, so it's a tight one. And unfortunately, looking at the pre-market, again, I looked ahead. I probably shouldn't do that because now I keep mentioning it. But either way, 30,048 contracts, 230 strike price, 1.23% out of the money. So we're still out of the money. We're out of the money, but again, it could be blown through. And then we got 1,315 contracts, 240 strike, 5.63% out of the money. I wish the whole position was 5% out of the money. That'd be a much better spot right now, but it is what it is. At least these synthetics can bail us out. Maybe even, they probably don't even have to use both. They could just use one maybe. I don't know. Outstanding shares did not move. So that's actually a good point because they have two synthetics. So I wonder if a synthetic bailout is needed. Let's see the 225. Yeah, so that would more than cover the bailout, the 225. Okay. Yeah, so leave the other one alone. That's my opinion. Anyway, where was I? 30-day IV, 62%, outstanding shares 53,075,000. Net income is a loss, unfortunately, of 31 mil. Good job. Tesla's doing what it's intended, which is stay kind of flat. And maybe it'll close flat today. Again, pre-market means jack, I'll say it, jack shit, right? Because it just wait to the open. Even when the opens, I don't know if you've been watching the stock market, but we're green in the morning, we're red by lunchtime, and then we're green shortly after, and then we're red. Like, it's back and forth. It's nuts, man. It's great for options traders, though. Synthetic income, 44.2 mil. Short call loss, 31 mil. So at least total income per share, we're at 25 cents. But again, the Rodamator is useless in that example. If we use the IV, we're at 62% IV, 69-cent payment. Yeah, not what we want, but we'll see. All right, so here's the synthetics. So you see, obviously, the 225 is worth $71 million. So obviously, you'd have to net out the 58 mil, and then hopefully, once you close out the short calls, if they are a loss, then hopefully it'll be profitable. But we'll see. We'll run the numbers as needed. Total net assets, 701 mil. The NAV is 1322 and the trade price is 1323. Okay. Remember when TSLY and NVDY, net assets were, it was like a battle? It hasn't been close for a while, unfortunately, for TSLY holders, but we'll see. Things could change. You never know, man. Okay, let's take a look at the pre-market. We've been waiting for this. Yeah, man, see, there it is. Tesla is up 2.88%. It's at 233.75. If I feel like it wasn't that long ago, Tesla was under 200. Tesla's up 1.44%. That's pretty good. It's at 1342. All right, let's see how much these suckers are going up. Oh boy. NVIDIA's up 3.22%. It's at 117.02. NVDY, right? See, it's capped, right? So it's capped. However, our synthetic is battling. It's helping us push up. Unfortunately, it looks like we're only up 1.22%, but we're at 23.28. Coin, let's see how you doing. You need a break, Coin. What the hell, where'd it go? There it is. Coin. Oh, man. Nice, Coin. It's up 4.22%. It's at 169.50. CONY, little cap there. It's up 2.56%. It's at 12.82. MSTR, oh boy, here we go. 4.96% increase. 139.39. Here we go. Nice. MSTY, see? Not capped. See what not capped means? It's up 3.93%, 21.69. TSLL, of course, I can't sell puts today. Look at you. You're killing me here. Although, maybe I will. You never know. It's up 5.74%. It's at 11.23. TNA, holy crap. Oh, man, this thing's running away. It's up 8.65%. It's at $47. Damn. AMDY is up 0.73%. This is kind of weak. It's at 13.83. AMZY, also kind of weak. It's up 0.67%. It's at 1958. Bitcoin, here we go. It's up 3.59%. It's at 62,000. And then we got Bitex, of course, doubling Bitcoin. It's up 7.74%. It's at 28.38. So obviously my puts look to be expiring worthless. Speaking of puts, holy crap on SOXL. It's up 10%. Oh my God, it's at 34.28. So, I'm glad I sold a put yesterday. I was hesitant and I'm like, you know what? I got to do something. And it worked out. So I feel like that was a lot. It started with a crazy ass spider. It ended with a lot of green. So as always, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. This video is for fun and entertainment. So hopefully you had fun. Hopefully you're entertained. If not, I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. It seemed fun. Maybe not. Maybe not on the other side. If you enjoy this content, please hit the like button. It goes a long way. No goal today for likes, but maybe on the next one, we'll see. Comments, obviously leave them down below. And then, of course, we got keywords. So the keyword for today, I guess it's frickin' spider, man. Because when you record videos on the phone in a garage, there is a risk of massive spiders. And since our house is literally the woods right behind us, sometimes we have some interesting spiders. And that one was much larger than the norm that I've seen lately. So we'll just say that. And so if you made it this far in the video and you want to prove it, all you got to do is say frickin' spider, all right? It was a frickin' spider. No crickets. I mean, they're outside. I hear them. I don't mind crickets. They could jump all around. Who cares? But a frickin' spider crawling on your ass? No, thank you. I'll take a pass on that one. But anyway, like I said, if you made it this far in the video and you want to prove you watched this entire long, boring ass video, all you have to do is type frickin' spider and then make any other comment you please from there. All right, guys, thank you for watching. I do greatly appreciate it and enjoy the day. It looks like it's going to be pretty green. I did not want it to be green, to be honest. I still want to sell puts, but it is what it is. At least my portfolio will go up and I could just sit back and enjoy. All right, guys, have a great day. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Later.